Beginning chronicles of another teaching. It's another great day. There's nobody really in here, but I'm really just talking to myself at this moment before people start joining and all that. But it's gonna be a calm, cool live. Nothing too crazy. Let me go ahead and get my sheet real quick. Yeah. Sleepy, dog. Tired. But it's alright, though. It's alright. We'll be able to rest when it's all said and done. No matter what, we wake up tired, but there's no excuses, though. There's that one person that needs our help in this dimension. No cap. Can't let them down. We let one person down, we're letting our future self down through them. To the people joining, how are we doing? How are we feeling? We back at the crib now. We're not on a cruise ship. Shouldn't be as windy as it was before. But to the people joining, how are we feeling? How are we doing? And the timer has started for class, so the people that join late, you'll be able to watch it on YouTube and all that. But no, I just came back from like a 7-hour drive, so I am fatigued as fuck. But it's okay though. Like I said, no excuses, But to the people that are in here, welcome in. Welcome for tuning in to another teaching. Of course, y'all should know how this goes if you're an OG supporter. And to all the people out there, before we even get started, I do always want to dedicate, love and prosperity, wholeness, reflection. How we doing, High Priestess? I appreciate you so much. Are you a goddess? Because, I love my women, bro. I love my women. Let me go ahead and see. How we doing, beautiful? How we doing, High Priestess? Appreciate you so much. But before we get started, though, I always have to show my gratitude, give you prosperity and abundance. If you went through something today, this past weekend, this past month, it's going to be okay. And I mean it's going to be okay. That sounds very cliche. I'm not a rapper. But it sounds cliche because no matter what, you are going through all these different tribulations for a reason, because it's going to help you evolve into the better you while you're being better than who you were in this month. So for July, all the things that you're going through right now, pay attention to them and observe what you're going through, because it's meant to help you evolve into a better predicament that you're already living in. So it's like, you want a better life, you have to actually observe why you're going through these tribulations right now, why you're going through bullshit, or why you're going through turmoil. It's meant to happen for a reason. It's all divine timing. So no matter what, whatever that you're going through, I always get, because I don't like praying for people, because it's like, why would God pray for God? Why would God pray for Satan? It's like, no, I don't have to pray for you, but I can speak positive affirmations for you. And of course, I'll make somebody's ego mad. If I make your ego mad, it is what it is. I don't care. Truth be told. But yeah, no matter what, that's all it is. Nothing but perspective. So it's how you see this world. So like, for example, if you had a bad day today, it's basically how you perceive this illusion for today. How you get a clean beer like that. Mine don't even connect. Truth be told, free game. The one thing I did was, when I was like high school, middle school, like whenever my beer started coming in, so I came in like middle school. So like I would have my barber, like, so it wasn't even like, it wasn't connecting like this at all. And of course you can say, eating a cat and all that shit. How we doing, Muse? So I see you a lot too. I really appreciate you, Muse. So how we doing? But so yeah, of course some women will say like, if you eat the cat or whatever, you can get that shit. But that's an example, because of course if you do make a woman, orgasm, whatever the case may be, her juices can literally replenish your beard or your hair on your face. No kidding. But other than that, though, a barber. So if you get your barber to actually, like, so for example, let's say you don't have like your beard connecting, you just got like little hairs right here. Have your barber like cut that. So once your hair is cut like that, then your hair will start to grow back, and then let it just grow like that. Let it grow, but of course get it lined up. Once you get it lined up, then you can see in the mirror like, okay, this is how my beard will be shaped or how it will connect. And then once again, go back to your barbershop, have him do it again, because every time he cuts it, now he's about to go ahead and he'll line it up again. Now you lying. I'm about to dive in my girl right now. I'm not lying to you, honestly. Dude, I've had a horrible week. Thirst for truth. Well, what happened? I mean, whatever happened, it's like, if you want to, because the thing is too, thirst for truth. If you have an example of how you had a bad week, then we can help somebody else who's had a bad week as well, or a bad day, you know what I'm saying? Because like we are gonna have bad days. Like I'm not saying like you're not supposed to have like a human experience. Of course we're gonna have a bad day, but it's how you perceive that bad day. So if you had a bad day, let's go and talk about that. Because this whole teaching is about choices. Literally, it's about choices and plagues. And plagues meaning like by us thinking that we're having a bad week, we're literally plaguing our mind into believing that we're actually having a bad day. But what is a bad day to God? Almighty Creator never has a good or a bad day. It just observes itself throughout the day. God just observes itself throughout the day. So what is a bad day or a good day to God? Doesn't even exist. Days of the week don't even exist to the Creator. It's the same exact day. You've been living the same exact day since you were born. The only thing you did was physically grow up. That's all you did. You physically are still a little kid. You are a man child. You are a woman child. But you're a grown-up. What is a grown-up? To a child. You feel me? So, but look, I mean, if you're not going to drop down what happened, then it's all good. I ain't going to force you to do that. So, but to anybody out there, though, I just want to drop that little message for you. Of course, you're going to always have bad days, but it's literally going to get better. So now, when it comes down to this topic, because it all connects into each other. Actually, disclaimer. Neither right nor wrong. And of course, if they do suspend this live, you already know we don't give a fuck. We're just going to keep on posting these videos. We're going to keep on helping the collective, which is you and I. So either way it goes, if they do collect it or if they do collect it, well, that too. But if they do suspend this live, just know there are a bunch of agents in here who do not like the truth from spreading. So they will literally do whatever they can to suspend this live. Either way it goes, ain't neither right nor wrong. So if you can't comprehend that, then you are ignorant to a contradicted opinion. And if you can't comprehend that, lead alive. Don't stay here and watch me because you can't comprehend me. Weird as fuck. And if you are a man hating on me as well, lead alive. Don't sit here and be infatuated by me and comment your ignorance. That's stupid as fuck. No cap. Excuse my French. Peace to the guys and the goddesses, literally and figuratively, and abundance. And of course, rest in peace to all my fallen angels that die every single day and they don't get any publicity for their death. Greetings. How we doing, Shay? How we doing, Shay? Peace, love, prosperity, and heavenly awakening to you and your family. But now let's get into this teaching, though. We don't die through reflection. We're energy. We can never die anyway. For choices, right? When it comes down to choices, this whole dimension that we live in, before we even came into this dimension, we had a choice to choose from. Meaning, for example, duality, God and Satan, right? And I gotta speak in code too, because people can't comprehend God and Satan. So when it comes down to choices, right? Logic, literally a logical perspective. Before we signed that contract, before we actually signed our signature towards like a Fawcett bargain, basically, before we signed our deal to duality or polarity for God and Satan, we told ourselves, actually, we didn't have to tell ourselves that. By us being in the astros or the ether or the quantum realm or the high serious star systems that you probably have learned about or you have not learned about, we all were observers just like the Almighty Creator, meaning that we never had to talk about what we were going to do in this dimension because we knew it already and we prophesized that already. Meaning that before we became false prophets, we were already prophetic in our own prophecy. So our whole life that we are living in right now is ordained from the beginning. So when people say, I didn't choose to be here, I didn't ask to be here, that's exactly what an ignorant motherfucker would say. And that's a victim mentality as well, because you cannot sit here and say you did not choose to be here, but you're still here. And you can choose to leave whenever you want, but yet you choose to still be here. So whose choice is it? It's your choice for being here. On top of that, you are here for a reason. But what's the reason? You have to figure that out for yourself, because you can ask anybody, you can ask an enlightened motherfucker all you want. They cannot tell you what choice to make through you. It makes no sense. Like, you can even ask Jesus Christ himself. He will tell you. I can't give you that answer, my child. It's literally within you. You had the answer to your own problems. You are the problem to your solutions. Repent, the kingdom of Jesus Christ is at hand. We got one of those. So, and it's like, once we did that, we chose to sit here and think to ourselves, like, okay, when I go down to this dimension right here, I am going to basically make a deal with duality or polarity. And once I do that, now I got to figure out how I can remember what I already learned in my past life. Because before you came into this life, you had a choice to make what life you want to live in. So of course we had higher dimensions. So it's like we're in the whole, it's like a whole plane, like a so like a holographic playing field. So it's like a computer too, as well as like the Sims. It's like in the Sims, before you build your houses or your malls, your schools, like your family, you have a certain creator or a simulator or a programmer, a computer programmer or a holographic programmer that you will call God, looking down, observing itself through us, simulating its different simulations and different higher planes of existence, telling itself like, all right, we can't go to the 4D spiritually, even though we are actually there in the 12D 300D, whatever the case, like whatever dimension you want to go into. But before we can get up to the 5D, the 10D, the 19, whatever dimension that you want to go into, we have to learn about the 3D dimension, because we already transcended the first and the second dimension, because that's all length, width, depth, height, all of that shit. So we already transcended rocks, bugs, we've been past that location already. So when you see an ant, that's basically somebody. When they die, they're going to be able to elevate into a human being, basically, because it's you got to start from level 1. So from level 1, we weren't even actually a physical vessel. So we weren't even grass yet, but we were actually grass. So we chose to be that first level of consciousness. So now us being in a 3D dimension, we are basically the third human trials, or the third spiritual essence of a trial for experimenters, because we are literally experiments to experimenters that are experimenting on their own experiments, meaning that God is nothing but a mockery of deities hiding behind a title. So for example, if you get mad at this too, I can't do nothing about that. God being a title, right? Meaning that if we have Nephilim or fallen angels, let me go and speak in code too if I get suspended. If we got fallen deities, Nephilim, if you want to call it that, if we got them in existence, if they run our society or our hierarchy, they are basically they are closer to God than we ever could be. So it's a divine story. Thank you for sharing too, by the way. Thank you for liking, and thank you for following as well. I appreciate y'all. To people who are in here, just know, take some notes, because you will learn at least one new thing today. Back to that. So by God being a title, right? What's crazy, I'm not trying to offend your creator, because I believe in the same creator, but I don't call it God. No offense. So now, these beings are mocking us by calling our creator God. So for example, I'm going to keep saying it too. If you walked up to God, if you walked up to the Almighty Creator and you asked, what is your name? The Almighty Creator will look at you forever without saying a word. Why? Because God has no name. Bro, your aura is illuminated. I appreciate you. I'm a luminous being, so thank you for that. We are God. There is no creator. Thank you. And the thing is too, a creator would say something like that. That's the thing. We are the creator of God, but there is a creator, a higher creator. So Elohim, Yahuwah, Yeshua, whatever you want to call your higher self. There is a creator, but there is no creator, because you are the creator of the creation of creators. Now, by them hiding behind God, facts, man-made God. Exactly. God's a title from man-made concepts. So with these deities, right? And the thing is too, these deities, they're so smart, they're dumb. They decided to sit there with themselves and think you know what? Okay. Common sense. It's not common for a reason, right? We are gods and goddesses and neuromelanated. Facts. By them hiding behind the title, they know that the human mind can't comprehend God. So it's we sit there and we be oh, praise God, I love God, worship God, but yet you still wear a cross on your neck. Thou shalt not kill, but yet you drink water every day. You eat food every day. You step on grass every day. But thou shalt not kill. Are you a killer? Are you a killer? Don't have other gods before me, but yet and still, people say, accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, but don't have other gods before me. But yet honor your mother and father. Don't covet against your neighbor, or whatever the case may be. But how can you covet over something that does not even belong to your neighbor? So it's don't steal. But how are we stealing if it's still a part of us? It's you're not even stealing you're not stealing from nobody but yourself. The only thing you did was add money to it. So either way, if you put money over the counter, you are still stealing with money. So either way it goes, you are a thief. But are you a thief? Come on, now praise yourself. He's a reflection. I just got here. Are you atheist? No, I'm not atheist. We steal from nature. Literally. So now, once these beings decided to come up with spells, what do you think about rolling your eyes in the back of your head? I heard it does something. If you do that, you just do that, bro. There's no spiritual knowledge for that. If you just roll your eyes in the back of your head, you're just going to be seeing the back of your head, or you'll be seeing. Do it if you're on, if you're meditating. It's you'll see something. I can't put into words because it's you have to feel it for yourself. Type shit. Hey, come on, don't ignore me. Do you believe in the afterlife? Do I believe in the afterlife? You basically just asked, do I believe in the current moment? Yes or no? What's the afterlife? Right, we're in it right now. What God says you're born in sin, and who that sin goes to hell, so it's a setup. And the thing is too, how are you born into sin? It's all this, that shit crazy. I ain't gonna get into that. That shit, it's mom. It's so stupid. It's so ignorant. It's a contradiction. So once these beings decided to put English into existence, right? English messed our brain up, because we speak a language that we can't even comprehend ourselves. And on top of that, I'm so confused as to what you believe. Why do you care what I believe in? That'd be the thing too. People always, y'all ask the same question. Are you atheist? Are you spiritual? Are you religious? I'm nothing. I'm awakened. God has no religion. Like, I am awake. I am awake, literally. I am awake and still sleep at the exact same time. So what am I? I have no religion. I don't believe in science either, but I'll be lying to you by saying that. I believe in a creator though, but I am not atheist, I'm not Christian, I'm not Satanist, I'm not Luciferian, I'm not spiritual. I practice spirituality. I am awake. It's just that simple. If you can't comprehend that, lead alive. You ever read the Quran, fam? I have not. I need to get into that. I have to get into that. I'm really trying to. Brother doesn't believe in science. Carly, I just said I don't believe in science, but I said I'll be lying to you by saying that. But I guess that went over your head. My fault. There's no creator, though. That's what a creator would actually say. No, science is the language used to describe aspects of the physical world created by someone. Exactly. Science is a man-made concept that comes from Satan's ego. Does reincarnation happen throughout the whole universe or within bloodline? That's a great question. Oh, yeah, and Sue, this live, it's like the whole topic and these questions go hand in hand. So you can ask questions whenever you want. I'll be free to answer all of them. So reincarnation happen throughout the whole universe or within the bloodline? So reincarnation happens throughout, it's actually both. So reincarnation happens throughout the whole universe and our own bloodline. So for example, many of us are either hybrid bloodlines. So like you either got reptilian in your bloodline, insectoid in your bloodline, avian, arcturian, blonde Nordic, Lyran, Siren, nanobot, NPC, whatever the case may be. So it's like you either got Anunnaki blood or you like a demigod, you got the chosen one. It's so many. But yes, reincarnation is literally like it's happening all over us. Like this water, for example, water will always reincarnate through a prophetic bloodline. That's how pure water is. Man's nature though, so science is nature. Friend, peace, I'm always late. No, you're good, CC. The class just started. You ain't even, oh, I know who this is, but nah, you ain't even missed nothing. You ain't missed nothing at all. We just getting started. And this is a calm live too, because, you know, your boy tired, but when it comes down to talking about God, we ain't gonna never make an excuse for that. Hi, have you done ayahuasca? You're beautiful. You just projected yourself onto me, but I appreciate you. But I have not done ayahuasca. I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to do... I ain't gonna say that on here, but just know I'm gonna do a lot of shit though. Yeah. Did y'all just shut your reality? And if so, how did you remain so strong? So yes, Angel. It's always the goddess coming up with just great energy, bro. I appreciate that shit, man. Thank you, God, for creating women, because man, what we do with niggas? Just a world full of niggas? Oh my God, I'll kill myself. So yes, before I became awake, I was literally an idiot that used logic. So it's like, for me to like, when I climbed the spiritual hierarchy, I literally had to shift my mindset. Cause like my ego was so dominant. Like you couldn't, like all this stuff I'm teaching y'all, somebody was trying to teach me that back then. I was like, bro, I don't want to hear this shit. It sounds stupid as fuck. But now that I'm awake, I'm like, oh shit, I'm still asleep. So for me to remain strong, I know, like for me to remain strong, me remaining strong still keeps me weak. Because no matter what, even though I'm still strong-minded, I'm still weak. Because, for example, if I was strong-minded, I wouldn't eat. But I had to eat or else I'm going to die. I got to drink water or else I'm going to die. So it's like I'm still weak-minded, but I'm strong enough to say that and have confidence in myself. So it's like spiritually, I'm confident within myself because I believe in myself. Even if the whole world was against me, I'm going to still stand 10 toes down by myself. Why? The kingdom that I am preaching is not of this world. Just the same thing Yeshua told the Romans. The kingdom that I am a part of is not of this world. Why? This world is a temporary experience through Satan and Lucifer's enlightenment. So yeah, I had to shift my reality and it hurt bad. Like actually finding that bond with Almighty God hurt so bad, I enjoyed it. And I would never, ever regret that decision I ever made in my life. That's how much I love God. Like you didn't know who I was. Nah, because it was so many names, there's so many ceases in this world. But I seen the picture, I was like, I got you. This is always a peaceful and rich life. Always. That's all we got to do. Always have peace, you know, no matter what. No excuses. I heard, where's the earth located? The earth has no location. Excuse me. The earth is basically a stage. Excuse me. The earth is a stage. You are black. I dreamed of you. Glad you are still here. You are back. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Let's say I'm black. I appreciate you. And I enjoy your videos too. Look at that. Look at this. This is a peaceful life. I appreciate this. Zeus, Yakub, and saying whatever name you want to call him. Exactly. Thank you. Pungent. I feel you. That's when I am right now. I feel like I am shedding my old self and it gets uncomfortable. And it should. And that's the thing too. Now, even like so like back to the title though, I didn't forget about that title. Now, once these deities put English into our atmosphere, basically, they casted a spell for us to believe in. How you be doing that? When these entities came up with the English language and language in general, they basically placed a spell for us to believe in. If you're not uncomfortable, you're not ascending. Facts. So once they got us to believe in this spell, that's when the plague started. So for one, if you are speaking English, you have a virus in your mind. So right now, that's why I tell you, I'm an idiot. So do not trust anything I'm telling you. But spiritually, I can't lie to you. I can't. That's why I use logic. And that's how fucked up our mind is, because our mind is so asleep. We're so asleep. I don't think we're ever going to transcend our ego through the afterlife, because ego is life. So it's like basically you need Satan in your life, because once you dominate your ego, that's when Satan says, oh, hold on, you caught me. Now you're aware of what your ego actually is and was and still is going to be in the future currently. Meaning that we are so enlightened, we forgot how enlightened we actually can be, because we are actually God. And these entities know that. So they said, you know what? We're going to place the English language on these motherfuckers. We're going to plague their mind. So now you can say, you are ugly. Somebody may kill themselves because you called them ugly. That's how messed up words can be. Somebody can say, I don't love you. They can cry, scratch themselves. It's like words hurt people. So it's like, it's so bad to the point to where speaking is a plague as well, which is why we have to go back to telepathy. But the thing is though, if we are in a satanic spell or frequency, how can we go back to damn, slow down, God. How can we go back to telepathy? We have to go within ourselves, meaning that for one, I will teach you as well. It's like, that's why we have so many teachings, bro. It makes no goddamn sense. I will keep posting every single day, because we have to go back into divinity. And the thing is too, it's a hierarchy once again. So it's a pyramid, meaning that, okay, for example, let's say, so like you're transcending, like, so for example, you become awake and then you keep leveling up. Now, once you have an out-of-body experience, you still got way more levels of consciousness to even rise up to. Then once you go beyond your crown chakra, you go higher and higher. You get so high, you tell God, bring me back down to the surface level. That's how deep this shit actually gets. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father but by me. Okay, I'm not going to be a dickhead. I'm going to use the sermon on what you just said. Satan is the way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father but by me. Appreciate you for saying that. So now, plagues. Even in the Bible, when they talk about like harvesting, like when they talk about the harvest of like the locusts or like the blood, like blood sacrifices, offerings, burnt offerings, when they talk about like the wheat harvest, like all the crops going dead and shit like that. All those different indications are just telling you that our mind believes a plague and it comes into fruition. So for example, our government is a plague. And who gave the government power? Our ego. We just need to use the language in a way that is divine instead of the terrible language they want. And the thing is too, boil. That's a great perspective, by the way, fam. So, truth be told, what you just said, the best way for us to be divine in the English language or the satanic spell called English, we had to become more articulate. We had to change our vocabulary. Meaning that you had to actually open a dictionary and read the dictionary and actually find new words. So, for example, if you want to say like, okay, so if I said perception, I'm going to say, what other words can I use besides perception? Mirage or reflection. It's so many words out there. You have to actually want to learn. Literally. I really want to start my journey. What are you waiting for? Start right now. Let's get to it. Most food today, mostly GMO. These are the brain peanut. Yes, the food, I'll basically say anything like the store is basically GMO. Bro does not know Jesus. Why are you talking about yourself? Mocking our Lord and Savior, saying Christ the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords. Yeah, exactly. Go away, bro. So how do you use this to your advantage? Use what? Be more specific about that question. This guy does not have the Holy Spirit, false prophet. Why are you talking about yourself? It's like, if you're going to troll, can you do better, please? Because like your trolling is boring, bro. No offense to you, but you can't even troll right. It's like, you suck. You suck at trolling. No offense to you, bro. How do I start? You start by starting today. So after this live, go within. Go within and figure out who you... Actually, I'll say it like this. Ask yourself, God, who are you? Just ask that question. Because that's really what I did. I literally sat in my room. I said, Who are you, God? That one question led me into who I am today. I can't make this shit up. So literally ask the universe, who are you? What am I in this simulation? Your mind will figure that question out, and once you sit in solitude. That's peace for you. That's actually heaven. Once you sit in solitude, now your ego will literally give you downloads to where now you will know the answer to your problems. That's how you start. You start right now, not tomorrow, not next week. You start today and actually try. Or if you're always expecting the worst, you can say you're being pessimistic. Facts. Should I start with the Bible first? You can, but I'm not going to say you should, because the Bible is a reflection of your past through a European's enlightenment. So if you read the Bible, you're basically just reading a European's past through our enlightenment. And they're mocking us. So you don't have to read the Bible because you are, for example, the Bible is just like you journaling. You are the Bible. It's knowledge of ascension. Judgment Day is coming. Judgment Day is coming. Judgment Day is coming. How can Judgment Day come if it's already here? It's like, what do people be talking about? Judgment Day is coming. How? I'm being judged right now. What the hell? Like, be quiet. What the hell niggas talking about? What the fuck? And meditate on them questions. Sun showing everything. I just got here. What we talking about? We talking about choices, plagues, and underwater as well. I'm going to get to the underwater later on. That's how my journey to enlightenment started too. See? The real ones can relate. And she's already started by being alive, high frequency, all in here. Exactly. If you can come into this live and comprehend everything I said from the beginning, you are already, actually, you're a step ahead of like the normality of society. I can't make this shit up. So like, if you're in this live, you're basically hearing Almighty God talk to you through me to you. So what is God if you are God? That's how my journey, oh yeah. You have to cut off anything you feel is taken away from you as well. That's the uncomfortable part. I know, bro. People should start by reflecting upon their own character. Read self-help. Exactly. Who sounds interesting? Facts, we're all God. Judgment Day is when you stand before God. And here go this nigga. Hey, why don't y'all ever have profile pictures of yourself? It makes sense though. You would be scared of yourself, right? Now, once again, another unconscious perspective. Judgment Day is when you stand before God. Lowercase g, by the way. Let's use discernment, class. Judgment Day, a day that exists every single day, is when you stand before God. How do you stand before a title? How do you stand before Satan? When you stand before Satan every single day, you're being judged by Satan and God every single day. What are you talking about? Judgment Day does not exist. It's a man-made concept, bro. It's a man-made concept. You're judged every single day. Like, where do y'all get this stuff from? What do you do personally to make income? I work for myself, and I give back to the universe. And what I'm doing right now is how I make income. And I'll do semen retention, so that builds up my income as well. But I won't tell you that because it's like, nigga, that's personal information, nigga. What are you, the CIA? You the feds? Come on now. You're getting too nosy. Everything you're saying is positive vibe energy. Let the haters hate themselves. Oh, hey, what's your name? Mario. I'm gonna just call you Mario. Mario, honestly, over here, we're so positive, bro. I accept duality. So I accept haters. Because it's like, you can't troll a troll. You can't troll me, bro. That's why they're commenting. And it was crazy. It's so beautiful because it's like, it's always men who hate on another man. That's not suspicious to you? Like, that's just weird to me. Like, I've never seen women come up in here just talking shit. Like, they're always giving great feedback. And there's some men out here who do give great feedback as well. But there's always that one or two teens or young adults who are always hating because they can't comprehend this shit. You're identifying as God. This involves ego. That's lower your frequency. You are all. I don't gotta call myself God, but I am that I am. We stand before God now. Thank you, G.O. Nation. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. These niggas talking about we are in hell already. Thank you. Bro does not read the Bible. You're still talking about yourself. So is hell. I'm judging him right now. I'm a God, so it's Judgment Day. Thank you. We are not God. That's exactly what Satan would say. It's like, stop, bro. You're hurting yourself. I know, bro. We are the temple. You're not wrong for saying that. But clearly your temple is not clean, because if you knew that, you would know that you are God. If I don't have a Bible, then what do I do if I can't get one of my own? You have a phone, right? The Bible app is free. No excuses. No excuses. The Bible app is free for a reason. Read the Bible. Oh, yeah. Actually, as a matter of fact, bro, we're not going to do this. You're not gonna, hey, as a matter of fact, let me just go and put you in detention, bro. Cause like you're not gonna sit here and watch me with one follower. Like, yeah, let's just go and get you out of here, bro. Like, I don't got time. Cause like some of you men or little boys are weird, bro. Like, y'all be so infatuated about another man that you sit there, you'll troll. You suck at trolling. You'll watch me and still watch me. It's like, what is wrong? Like, that's why, like, choices, plagues. It's like we're so emasculated as men. It's sad to the point to where niggas dick riding is like the number one sport now. It's like you don't gotta play basketball, football, baseball. All you gotta do is just dick ride niggas now, or hate on the internet. It's crazy, bro. Like some of y'all are weird, bro. And it's like what's crazy too. You wonder why people be like, man, I can't get a girl. Life is so shitty for me. Cause look at what some of y'all say, bro. It's crazy, bro. Like you cannot save some of these niggas out here. You just can't. What's your life path number? 4. 4. Straight up. Exactly what saying would say. Literally, like, bro, you can't fool a fool, bro. I can play a fool because I'm wise like that, but I'm still an idiot. So now, let's keep going. You're close. You're on the right path, but trust me, you're not God. That would imply separation. Fam, I think common sense just flies over y'all head. Once again, I am not God. Bobby lying to you by saying that. So therefore, I am that I am. If you can't comprehend that, please just stop typing. I can't keep repeating the same shit I sound like a broken record now. Don't get banned. Don't let the agents get you off your balance. They won't, bro. Honestly, I just had such a great vacation. It's like, I enjoy working. But it's so beautiful because it's like, I would think to myself, like, some people are actually, like, supposed to be awake, but it's like, it hurts me to see, like, people actually think like this. So it's like, I think about, like, their mom and dad. It's like, when your mom and dad sees an unconscious motherfucker, it's like, do the parents ask, like, damn, my child is actually asleep? They can't even say that. So it's like, now I'm reading these comments, I'm just like, bro, some of y'all are really unconscious. And it's sad. It's so sad, bro. It's so sad. That's why I had to help some people out here, bro. That's why I accept hate and love. Because it's like, at the end of the day, if you come back, actually, if you die hating, if you die ignorant, you will come back ignorant and a hater. Sit sad. He says to be on my ass, and I'm going to text you later. All right, bet. I'll wait for the text. Thank you for the gift, too, lovely. I get you, bro. I appreciate you, G.O. Nation. You had to address it, bro. Yeah, facts. No, so that's the thing too, G.O. Like, by me addressing Satan, it heals me. Because it's like, if I keep it in my mind, like, for one, I'm too, like, authentic to just keep shit quiet. Like, if I know you're trolling, like, first of all, if I see your projection, I'm going to project it right back to you. So it's like, don't even do it. Don't even waste your time trying to hate on me. Because I'm going to show you what you're hating on. Yourself. You can't hate on me. Because, nigga, I hate me every day. That's why I love myself. No cap. Bro, can you express yourself in disregarded comments? I'm doing that right now, fam. But no, I acknowledge every comment because y'all all deserve to be heard. No matter how famous you think somebody is, like, you deserve to be heard. So I address every comment. Why? Because I'm not bougie, nigga. I'm not, like, no. I'm not that kind of influencer to where I'm going to ignore some of y'all like, nah, bro. That's not me. I'm too real for that shit. And what's crazy, we're still teaching the live. So no matter what, like, the live is still being taught. You just have to actually be awake and listen. Nah, so we're gods. Aren't we Satan too? No funny shit. You weren't being funny. You were being real. We are actually Satan. Literally. But the thing is, I'm lying to you by saying that. So, for example, a plague, right? So, choices. So, if you never heard of a Faustian bargain, look that up after this live. A Faustian bargain is basically like, you know when people, like, they're signing deals and they're, like, shaking hands. Let me go and dumb it down. I forgot. They're watching on TikTok. Look up Faustian bargain, right? When you make a deal with the devil, you're basically getting enhanced gifts that the regular society, like, they can't get that shit. So, like, knowledge, like spiritual knowledge, you can get so deep in a rabbit hole, you'll be ahead of, like, generations of consciousness. So, and people actually sell their soul for that. That's how powerful spiritual knowledge actually gets. So, once you do that, right, now it's like a plague. So, for one, our ego is actually Satan. So, that's why I said, back to that, when you become awakened, you will know that you're still asleep. So no matter what, being woke is not a flex because you're still asleep. Being awake is not a flex because you're still asleep. Being spiritual is not a religion. It's a way of life. Being Christian is literally a Satanist way of practicing their worship of Satan or God. Literally. So therefore, we live in the illusion of Lucifer's enlightenment through Satan's ego. So we're basically living in Satan's ego through our own mind. So basically, we have the mind of Satan. Literally. Sign deals behind closed doors. Exactly. This nigga just said love Satan by calling it Jesus. And your name is Timberwolves. Crazy. What is being woke, and is it a good thing? Being woke is like that's a terminology people use to where like you have some sense of knowledge, but you're still asleep. Like being woke is not a good thing. Or is it a bad thing, honestly? Because what is good and bad to God? I am that I am. Somebody gets it. Shelters of enlightenment. Somebody gets it. Even the man, that's a great, hey, love yourself. Even the man you say amen to is a bad deity. Exactly. So why even pray? Think about how crazy that actually looks. Once woke, you can't go back to sleep. Literally, but that's the thing though. What is being woke if you're asleep? So therefore, you're not either asleep or awake. You're literally just here. So that's the thing too with a plague, a virus. You're talking some real talk. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm not even talking to you, but I'm talking to you. Unconsciously and consciously. So like back to the virus now. So like choices, virus, and underwater shit. I'm awake. That's what a sleepwalker would say, by the way. So Matthew, by you saying I'm awake, a sleepwalker would say the exact same thing. Be careful how you use your words. We played ourselves into believing that coming down here was for our own betterment. So as we decided to sign our soul contract and we found our family, our height, the country we're going to live in, the school, the family that they pick for us, we knew what was going to happen, though. Are you going to make a point? What points are to be made? It's common sense. There is no point. You find the point within yourself. My Matrix view reality. So now, once that happened, right? Once we were born into our mother, that's when Satan took over our mind. So we picked this. Yes, you picked this reality. Like, so the thing is, too, you picked how tall you would be. You picked the family that you would have. You picked the school, the friends, the job that you have. So like everything that you're going through is happening in, so like for example, the astrals, right? So you think about like, let's say dimension jumpers. So watch the movie Jumper, by the way. If you can think, so like if you're so awakened to the point to where you can transcend timelines, you can be in, so what, it's 2024 per se? You can be in 2030 right now in your mind. Once you're in 2030 in your mind, you will know so much what society does not know yet, to the point to where when 2030 hits, the things you've been taught about, society will just now catch up to it. So in 2030, you'll be in 2040. That's how deep like this shit actually gets. So timelines are a mockery. How can you tell me the Big Bang was 1 billion years ago, but we're in 2024? That's a plague. That's a virus. And we accepted that. So therefore, our government, a virus. Food, a virus. Water, virus. Like smoking, drinking, clubs, jobs, it's a plague. School, plague. Literally. Like all this stuff is like we choose to be enslaved inside these sick programs because we're sick-minded. We are actually beasts. So technically, we are actually all demons. We're all demonic programs. That's our default program. So basically, your whole life, you had to, what we remember, yes, right now, basically. So if we were born demonic programs on the default aspect, your whole life, you have to choose choices. You choose to be angelic or demonic. But either way it goes, demons are angels, angels are demons. What is a demon and an angel? It does not exist to the Almighty Creator. It's a thought process or a man-made title or a concept. So you are both. What you on, God? Shit, common sense. Working. We always working. No days off. All of you slow. Oh, Matthew, don't get upset because, Matthew, you ain't even talking about my family like that. No, people in here are not slow. You ain't even talking about my family. Hell no. The hell's wrong with you? Water's a virus? Yes. Because think about it. Water can kill you, can it not? So why are we drinking it? Oh, to stay pure. But how can a demon stay pure? Like, we are all programmed to literally intake or digest viruses. And that's exactly why our mind is plagued every day. So, for example, we're so asleep, right? We believe that we're actually on live right now. Was this live ever existing? No, it wasn't. But if I posted on YouTube, somehow, some way that live did exist, but who knows? It doesn't matter to God. It never happened. But in the astrals, we're all basically in the same exact live right now in one consciousness. So basically, the live view count. So it's 75 people, right? In the astrals, it's just you and I. It's you and I. There is no number count into God's perspective. It doesn't make sense to the Almighty Creator. What do you mean when you say virus? So virus meaning, like, for example, ego. Like the ego's a virus. Thank you for the gifts too, lovely. I appreciate you for the rose. But like the virus. So a virus meaning like it's like racism. That's a virus. Like you were taught that. Killing. You choose to be taught about killing. So like you choose to be a serial killer. You choose to take advantage of kids. You choose to be a pedo. Like you choose that because your mind is plagued by grooming. So you are groomed by a virus spreader to be a groomer. So now what you gonna do to other people? Groom them and plague their mind with your grooming tactics. Our mind is plagued with stupidity. I'm spitting this shit. My fault. He's back. I never left. Even TV's an illusion. Make your brain deluded. Exactly. And what's crazy too? Streaming, social media. It's all a plague. So it's like, it's just, man, you and I, me, just one, right? Exactly, Jay. So study your laws too. The law of divine oneness. If we go into ether, quantum, Sirius star system, right? If you look at all these deities who are circling around meditating, right? We are all looking at ourselves meditating in the highest star system. But in the physical world, oh, hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. What's your name? Dylan. My name is so-and-so. Nice to meet you, Brittany. But in the astrals, nice to meet you, God. It's nice seeing myself through you. So what's a human? There are no humans here. We are all God. And we forgot about that. Bro. I'm just making sure I'm reading y'all comments real quick before I keep on going. Go to different universes every time we sleep. Facts. Is life just a memory due to us having to remember everything in the effect of deja vu? That's a great ass question. So yes, life is a memory that you remember spiritually. Physically, you can't remember your life. Because, for example, back to what I said earlier, Big Bang Theory, billions of years ago, 2024, Yeshua was killed in 32 AD. So how long? Yeah. And deja vu is nothing but your spirit. Deja vu is your spirit giving you a future message currently in the present moment. So deja vu is basically you talking to you from the future and your dreams. So basically right now, I am dreaming with my eyes wide open. So my higher self is literally watching me as it's sleeping. So how can you be asleep when you're awake? What is being awake when you are asleep? Titles, bro. We should never be talking in the first place. Y'all caught the law. Let's go. Breast cooking, had to follow. I appreciate you. And what's crazy, the stove is not cut on. So what am I cooking? I don't ever cut the stove on, bro. Because when I do, I get suspended. I get suspended every time. Because God's consciousness. Facts. What other books do you recommend? So what's your name? Miss Danny? So I'm gonna make a video about audiobooks I listen to. And I'm gonna make a video about that. And like y'all can go ahead and just go crazy with that. But I go on Spotify. I go like Barnes and Noble. Right now I'm reading the Lost Books of the Bible with Adam and Eve and like the Garden of Eden. I'm reading that right now. But also I make my books too, so I don't really read like that. Cause like I already know that shit. But it's like I have a Spotify to where I got hella audiobooks I haven't even read yet. So I'm gonna make a video about that to where you can go ahead and go crazy. People really believe they went to space but can't reach the bottom of the ocean. Poon, thank you for that. Thank you for what you just said. Let's get into the ocean. I need to learn more about this. It's interesting. Hey, God is interesting for sure. I promise to God, our Almighty Creator, your soul knows everything. Exactly. And once you speak with your spirit, and that's why too, bro. When the ignorant say you're an idiot, it's like physically, I admit that I'm slow as fuck, but spiritually, I know everything. Why? Spiritually, we are God. So therefore, if you move with your spirit, you know, like you can speak about anything you want. There are no facts in a fictional world. Once again, there are no facts in a fictional world. So when niggas say facts, I'm still lying to you. Even still, we live in a world where we're all opinionated. So therefore, we all have opinions. Who's right and who's wrong? Nobody. So we're basically all just fighting over unconscious information that does not make sense to Almighty God. Literally. So now let's get into the ocean now. What's up there? Literally, so now we are fish underwater, meaning that you don't have to have a fin nor gills to swim underwater. Why? Because you are literally underwater right now. So technically speaking, when we go into the ocean, right? That's why I made a video about like the water pressure and all that. If we could comprehend water pressure, we will be able to literally talk to deities underwater. So telepathy, that's exactly why I gotta teach that shit. Because if 8 billion people went to telepathy, English we wouldn't have to use it no more. So now we're talking frequency. So if we can talk frequency, now I can talk to you from like Russia and Georgia or Florida from Europe without even using a phone. I can say, hey, how you doing over there? And you're like, oh, I'm good, this and that. If we can do that, now our creator says they're ready. Now these deities that hide in transparency, they're ready. Now these submarines or UFOs, these submarines will come down. They will unlock themselves and say, nice to meet you. I am so-and-so. I am an avian. I am an Arcturian. I am a Nordic. And here's what we have been doing to you for centuries. That's what will happen. That's what will happen. The movie Avatar shows for real. Exactly. Even Aquaman going to the water and stay here then. That's why when you're thinking of someone, they call or text. Exactly. Like, that's how you know you have a high vibration too. I'll do ayahuasca with you and it will show you that what you say is the truth. I want to look the toad. I want to do, there's a plant called belladonna that's stronger than shrooms. I want to do so much shit to the point where like I want to leave. I want to observe the astral. Like I want to just go out of my body again. So like like I love shrooms, but I want to go like, nigga, I want to go deeper in the rabbit hole for sure. So conscious purchase, if you got ayahuasca, sweetheart, you know what I'm saying? What you trying to do? Cause we can be out of nature. Hey, we can have some enlightening conversations for sure. But let's get into the ocean though. If we go into the ocean right now, and we were basically like, for example, if we were born, you're amazing. You're amazing me that you woke without this. I'm gonna say it like this. I took 21 grams of fungi. And of course too, meditation, love, logic, education, depression, movies, learning, learning solitude, nature. Y'all damn near see I'm always out in nature. I'm always traveling and shit. Affirmations, manifestation. It's so many things. Like I didn't just do one thing. I basically like have a whole pamphlet of like how to get to your higher self. It's shit's crazy. It's so like eating right, fasting. I'm fasting right now. I ain't eat all day. So fasting, that definitely helps me connect with God. It's just so much. It's so much shit. It's so much. On Deep as Fuck, it's crazy for us seeing it. How come black people have trouble swimming a lot? Because of their past choices. So like for real, so think about it. Imagine being born live restricted for some audiences. Y'all always do this to me. I didn't even say anything yet. I didn't even cut the stove on, and y'all still age restrict alive. Oh my God. But porn is free. Porn is free. But knowledge gets restricted. Come on, bro. Anyways, man. Let me go ahead and just do this shit. It's all good. Yeah, some of y'all follow me on YouTube, TikTok, so y'all know the information will always be there. I feel the energy and vibe you got. I'll tap into your videos for sure. I appreciate you, Jade. We can do a mass meditation. We for sure can. You know how to increase your energy field, or is all positive fields equal? To increase your energy field, go be with your mom and your dad. Go within, meditate, do different meditation rituals. So for me, I'll say 432. So think about it like this. You can do 999 meditation, 777, 888, 432. You can 333, 777. You can do whatever you want, but just do it. Play a frequency on your phone, your tablet, your game. Go within. And on top of that, semen retention. Once you hold your semen in, your aura will literally grow. So like when people say, he has aura. His aura. It's semen retention. Or look into the mirror work. So look into the mirror and say, damn, you look great today. You look so sexy. I love how you like. Your subconscious will live, man, it's crazy. The subconscious mind is basically your tape recorder. So talk to it nicely, or else. Just relapse. It's okay. It's okay because no matter what, you're going to relapse anyway. You're going to relapse anyway. It's okay. And what's crazy too, I'm going to have a lot about that too. That whole serum retention, relapsing, bro, you are meant to relapse. Have fun. But of course, balance. Don't go buck wild and just have sex with like 80 different women and stuff like that. Like, you had to have dick discipline, for real, for real. And women love that. Like, if you can tell women, nah, I'm cool, I just want to vibe tonight. Like, somebody may call you gay, but guess what? You don't know what demons she actually or he actually has on their spirit or on their vessel. Literally. And what's crazy too, if you're having sex with somebody, you're basically digesting their demonic programs or their trauma or their misery and their past life trauma. So now when you're done busting that nut and you leave a house and shit, you go into the car, you just had sex with like a succubus, a Jezebel, an incubus. You just had sex with somebody who's still stuck in trauma, in their demonic frequency. That keeps you enslaved too. This has been happening to every person telling the truth lately. And you know what's crazy? There is no truth in a world full of lies. And I still get banned for that. That's why I just stopped caring, bro. I had to stop caring. Speak highly of others, that's their reflection. So therefore you are speaking to self, Ashe. Wet dreams are succubus demons. And incubus as well. But yeah, because we can't always blame it on the woman. That would be a victim mentality. But now with the ocean, right? So for example, the moon. So if we go down into the ocean, right? So the bottom of the ocean is Agartha. So like, for example, I'm going to have a video too with Godzilla fighting Tiamat. And I was like reading about Tiamat and Marduk fighting. So I'm going to have oh my God, I got so many teachings, bro, shit crazy. But yeah, since you in here though, you know now. You basically know ahead of time. So Godzilla, in the new Godzilla and King Kong movie, Godzilla was fighting Tiamat and all that. But like, I found out that Tiamat was like an underwater deity. They made her evil in the movie, but in real life, our mother is neither good nor bad. So when Godzilla split her open, that was basically Marduk or Prometheus, Satan, Yakub, basically killing our mom and dad. And this created the whole dualistic aspect of our universe. Now, if we go into the ocean, basically we are going within a whole different realm now. So now we're talking mermaids, sirens, different, bro. It's so many different deities out there, like submarines or UFOs, basically. So, like, for example, Godzilla. So Godzilla 2 is a mockery of like what a reptilian is doing underwater. And it's like, these things exist basically outside our ice wall, because if Godzilla was in our whole realm of existence, it will damn near kill us and it will procreate with other Godzillas per se. But once you go into the ocean, right? If we were born gifted in the ocean, hell, our spiritual gifts, if we were always enlightened from the beginning, we could be underwater. We wouldn't. So like Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, I think the second movie, right? When they were underwater, whole cities, civilizations. There's no need for fast food underwater. Why? You catch your food, or you just don't get hungry because you're just that enlightened. So you may eat fish, or you may just how do you cook your food underwater? You don't. So what do you eat underwater? You don't eat yourself underwater. So are you really eating underwater? No, because basically, don't forget, thou shalt not kill. So if you are an underwater specimen eating fish, you're basically eating yourself through a fish format. So it's like, do these beings actually eat? No. So what are they eating? That's why mermaids exist, bro. And people will say, well, I don't believe in mermaids. You don't have to. But if you go to the Caribbean, if you go out to these different islands, they're there, bro. They're there for a reason. But I don't believe in mermaids either, but I believe in the deity that's a mermaid format. So the Little Mermaid, a mockery. Mermaids, a title. It's a mockery. All these enlightened specimens, all these different fallen angels in the ocean. So aliens are in the ocean, too, with the Stargate portals and all that. For these beings to enter our plane of existence, they come in through our ocean. It's like an octopus, for example. That's an alien or a specimen. It's conscious of itself. That's exactly why they can squeeze into any enclosed system. They can do whatever they want. Why? Because they already made up their mind before it was already made up in their mind. We can use telepathy. If we did that, we could swim underwater. The water pressure would not blow our mind up. Why? Because we're used to it. We were born into that. But see, that's the trick. We were born on land per se. But how are we born on land when the water's above our head? So technically we are still fish on the water. Now, if we were actually born in a real system, now we can see to ourselves oh, you're my ancestor, you're my reflection. So now we're seeing 50-foot beings, 100-foot beings. We're seeing squids, krakens, leviathan. We're seeing megalodon, all these different entities that you see in movies or research. They exist for a reason. Because you can't just name something and just say, oh yeah, that's leviathan. Who made that up? Come on now. So to me, some things are observing the water and not telling us about it. And why is that? because you would know who you really are. And so once we talk to them, because for one, they don't speak English. So if we talk to these ancestors in our water, now we know our history beyond Atlantis. That's the whole key into going back into the water. Why? Because the water is peaceful. And when I mean peaceful, that's basically, so it's like even being in the womb. So like going underwater is basically going into the womb. For class. But it's all right though, we got overtime, so 10 more minutes. But when you're under the water or you're on top of water, you're basically swimming or you're driving a boat on top of your gargantuan mom and dad or your ancestor, whatever the case may be. But now if you go into the ocean, you're going inside of your mom, pause. You're going inside of your mom and you're going back home because before you were born, 9 months, you were in your mom's womb underwater. So it's a mockery again. That water is a mockery and it's basically hell and heaven combined together. Exactly. Them ones are dolphins as well. Exactly. Yes, there are people who bring water. Exactly. Television. Facts. We were not eat, breathe, and sun and air to live by prana. And what's crazy, sun gazing, thank you. Sun gazing and moon gazing it's the best way for you to actually be full off of nothing. Because you don't have to eat. And that's the one thing too. A human being will say, did you eat breakfast today? No, I'm good. You're good? No, you need to go eat, man. You tripping. You're upset with me because I don't want to eat food. I don't have to eat. But that's a human mindset. Like a human would say like, oh, you got to eat. Yeah, of course you got to eat. But every day, I don't have to eat if I want to. Why? We got the sun and the moon. So if you eat the sun and the moon, you're basically eating heavenly rays upon yourself through your third eye. And your ninth eye, if you want to call it that too. Exactly, Zen. Even though you got that from me as well. But I appreciate you for saying that. So it's like now, once we go and like we talk to these deities, they will be able to project our history right back to us. And that's the number one way for us to even transcend our whole existence as human beings. But that's exactly why they don't tell us about the ocean, because if we go into the ocean and we actually swim and see like Agartha, like imagine going into Agartha and you actually seen underneath your own realm, your heavenly realm inside of yourself. So it's like you going into Agartha is basically you unlocking your lower self. So it's like your root chakra, right? So celestial body. So to me, outside, we're in the solar plexus of our celestial entity. The heart chakra is like where Earth would be as well. But solar plexus, you go down. Now, as above, so below. So heaven is still what the truth you give for truth is so beautiful. Thank you. I'm just literally hearing God's thoughts right now. Basically, I'm basically articulating God's thoughts. So now, so as above, so below, right? If you go down to Agartha, which is so for example, if you reach the bottom of the ocean, that's a ceiling to Agartha. I'm gonna say it again. If you reach the bottom of the ocean, that's a ceiling to Agartha, meaning like your inner earth or the heaven within yourself. So now as you go into there, you'll find portals into actual heaven. So basically, we were born into hell, but there are beings that are born into heaven. How is that possible? Because they transcended the human comprehension. Meaning, as they were humans, they did their shadow work. And now they were able to be saved through the Christ consciousness. Meaning, they didn't believe in Jesus fucking Christ. Why? They reached Jesus Christ through his consciousness. Once they died and transcended the physical death, they were reincarnating right back into their actual home or the reality, which is Agartha. So meaning, if you go back into Agartha, you'll go right back into your homeland. So you can literally drive a spaceship through the ocean if you want to. You can literally swim if you want to. Like the ocean is your playing field. On top of that, if you want to, you can go on land too. So imagine being a demigod to where now you can be in the ocean and on the land at the same exact time. You're basically Aquaman and Aquawoman. That's exactly why they make these movies and we spend our money watching ignorance. Literally. Bermuda Triangle is a portal, it's a pyramid below. Yes, the Bermuda Triangle is basically it's like a vortex sending your thoughts into a lower dimension. So it's like if you went to the Bermuda Triangle and you went into that vortex and it sucked you in, for one, it's going to be so fast to where you won't be able to comprehend that shit. So once you go down, you're dead. Now, once you do go down though, if you do remain alive, now we're talking about like different realms of like, so Arkan's programming. The Arkans program all of our higher deities, even ourselves as well, our government, politicians, reptilians, Anunnaki, all of that shit, right? But they had no creation. But we watch the same thing over and over, like the Planet of the Apes is basically Planet of the Humans. Zaire, that's a fact though. That new Planet of the Apes movie was so ass. That's how good it was. But so now if you go to the Bermuda Triangle, it'll suck in. It'll like It'll suck in your mind so to the point to where now your thoughts can't even comprehend that thought anymore. So like your mind will question what it's thinking about. If you actually do remain alive in the Bermuda Triangle. What was that G word at the bottom of the ocean? Agartha. Agartha. Agartha, or inner earth, hollow earth, if you want to call it that too. I got the message in the movie though. Hey, nah, Joey, that movie was, to me, the message in the movie was basically like Jesus, Noah saving the Hebrews from being enslaved, bro. That's what I got from the movie. But that shit was still enlightening though, truth be told. That movie was still, it was ass, but it was enlightening though, because it's like, once you become awakened, you got to free up people from enslavement. And of course, it's always the people who look just like us who are enslaving ourselves. So yes, Africans and Caucasians do enslave their own people, and we allow it because we fear death. Just off a beanie, I can communicate with fish and dolphins. See, conscious, and what's crazy conscious is because you're conscious. So I'm pretty sure birds probably fly near you, dogs probably stare at you, babies will definitely stare at you, kids probably wave at you. Oh, I'm already knowing. Once your frequency is already up there, it's like animals will literally speak to you, like birds will chirp near your house. Consciousness, man. It's like energy. Energy never lies. We have to raise our vibration. But that was 55 minutes of class. You know, I do appreciate y'all. You know, I could go on forever, but I got to edit this shit for y'all. I got to get some more video. Well, actually, no. I got 4 or 3 more videos that are in the drafts right now. So y'all already know I'm going to post them tomorrow. This shit never stop, family. Never stops. If you're new here, I appreciate you so much. To all my beautiful goddesses, I appreciate y'all so much. And to my fellas out there, to my guys, I appreciate you for watching as well. Thank you for not hating. Thank you for not projecting your ignorance and being open-minded. On top of that, oh shit, hold on. Puzzle. Got it. Verify to continue. I'm not a robot. That's what a robot would say. A black bunny came to me when I was grounding at night and a black cat. That's good luck. That's good luck. But no, I appreciate y'all so much, man. Thank y'all for everything that y'all do. And just know, I am an idiot. But I'm lying to you by saying that. But this will be, hold on, let me go and see. Bro, because it's just like, man, bro. But yeah, so, nah. I might do 10 more minutes of overtime. I ain't gonna cap to you. Somebody's like, yes! Stupid ass nigga, dog. Because it's like, I didn't cover the ocean like that. I need to cover the ocean some more. See, let me go and do that real quick. Then I'll end it in a little bit. So what time is it right now? At 9:40. Somebody tell me when it's 9:40. That's when I'm gonna end it. So I'm gonna end it. But because I hate when it's dark outside, I gotta be cautious now. Because you know the freaks come out at night. What? I haven't seen in a long time, I'm not gonna lie. Cause bro, I just be posting on like every other social media website. And until I'll suspend it. So far it's been positive energy vibes. That's all we do. I'm basically in heaven right now mentally. That's all I try to, scream to the universe. We need positive energy. But let's get back to the ocean though. Okay, so once you get through all that, right? If you were able to, so even still with like choices, procreation and all that, hybrids, demigods, Hercules, Achilles, all of that, Zeus. So these hybrids, for one, so sirens, right? Sirens and mermaids. I've been skipping class. You're failing. So mermaids and sirens, right? So if you hear a siren, like you hear like a ambulance or a fire truck, they're so intelligent. They were able to enslave the voice of a siren from the ocean and bring it to the surface level of things. So when you're actually hearing an ambulance truck or a fire truck or a police car, they basically, their frequency is so high in the government to where they're enslaving underwater deities or underwater embodiments of God. That's how powerful they are per se. But we allow them to do that. So even underwater, we are still enslaved. So even in the industry, you have sirens who are musicians. That's why it confuses me when people will repost these. It's like people idolize these sirens, and that blows my mind. Because like, if only you knew what they look like. It's like it's crazy. Because like these beings are like procreate. Like for one, they're actually raping. There are wording our people underwater and on the surface level. And for one, when you're an elite deity, you can do whatever you want. Why? Because God gave you that choice per se. Because what God are we talking about? So now once your Lucifer gives you that enlightenment, they will procreate and bust a nut in these different sirens. Now, when this demigod is born, now we got humans. Now we got half man, half woman, half mermaid, half fish, whatever the case may be. Mermaid man and barnacle boy. Once they come into the because like now it's like, okay, so the mother and the father, they know like, you know what? my child, their way of living is not underwater. You got to go into the surface level of things. So like Aquaman too. So they'll put him up for adoption. So now a physical family on the surface level will adopt this child, not knowing its history. So the baby will end up on the doorstep crying whole entire time. This baby was actually an ancestor in the water, forgetting its existence. So now as it's doing that, this siren will live its whole life just unconscious on autopilot. But if you are chosen, you will be able to see videos of these celebrities at a kid age. I don't know how that happens, but if you see them as a kid, you'll know you were always a part of the script. Now, when they get older, they will foster bargain once again. These deities, these elites, these different satanic frequencies, they know how to manipulate. It's like neuroscientists, all that. They're not 20%. But like they know how to enslave our mind because we're literally manipulators being manipulated by our own manipulation. I said that way too fast. We are all manipulators being manipulated by our own manipulation. So they know that. And music is the one thing to get us to believe in anything. So now, once you have a good-looking siren in the physical format in society, they will give you everything in the world for you to kill yourself with it. So they'll give you 50 million, 500 million. But what will you do for this money? So now it's like, fuck all like forget what you went through in your past. We don't give a fuck about your underwater lifestyle. Fuck that. You are a human being now because we told you so. And if you go against that, we will kill your character. We will crucify you like we did your Messiah, Jesus. Once they do that, this siren cannot think outside of its own box. Why? Because this frequency that we live in has killed our own enlightenment. So this siren will believe that it's ignorant. Now, they will get a vulnerable siren to now use her so like the voice, a woman with a great voice, will make it, and especially if she's a video vixen, she's beautiful. Oh my God, they're going to get her. They're going to torture her, but she'll be rich. A man as well, a great male singer. They will torture him, but guess what? He'll be rich. So does it matter? No. Once they get you where they want you, you have set yourself up to be trapped inside of their own infinite enslavement. They will get you a deal. You will commit that deal with the devil. Don't forget though, so it's like Superman. Your mom and dad sent you off to be better than what they were. Because why? They were going to kill your parents underwater. So now, mind you, don't forget, the Illuminati, or these 12 disciples of Christ, if you want to call them that too. Once they did what they did, they still shapeshift into whatever they want because why? They are fallen angels. That's how deep this shit gets too. So now as quantum jumpers, they can go onto the servers. They can be your boss, your elite boss, or whatever the case may be. Now you're committing this deal and you get everything you want in life. But the thing is though, your soul will be mine. What does that mean? No matter what. When I say bend over, you're going to bend the fuck over or else we will clone your ass. Not only that, we are blackmailing you. So we have a video of you. Not only that, we have documentation of your whole existence. So if you ever try us, we will crucify your character and then clone you to get more money out of your clones. So now it's like, not only were you born underwater and then sold off into a slave auction or galactic slave trading or slavery in general, you not only did that, you have fake parents physically that they gave you. Not only that, you went through a school system. You forgot your history. Now you're believing in society's history. Now it's like you're programmed in ignorance. Oh, I got to be famous to be somebody in this world. Do you know who you are? Do you know who you are? No, you forgot. Then once you become famous or you become a siren, now all we hear on the radio or Apple Music, Spotify, we hear your enslaved voice in the booth. We hear your enslaved thoughts in the booth. You're crying out for help in the lyrics, but we can't help you because why? We are not in the same playing field as each other. So now all these different deities that we see on social media, in the movies, they're all enslaved because they're not real people. That's why it blows my mind when people are reposting celebrities. These are not real. These are entities. Like if you ever seen a skinwalker, like imagine you're in like a, what do you want to say? You walk into a room, even in Family Guy, oh my God. You walk into a room, you open a closet, you see a costume or a bodysuit, a meat suit with black holes and shit like that because nobody's in it. You being a deity behind closed doors, your boss will tell you, Get your ass in that goddamn suit, Beyonce. Get your ass in that goddamn suit, Rihanna. Get your ass in that goddamn suit, Jay-Z. So now, you being a deity or a demigod or a hybrid or a Nephilim, now you put this suit on like it's Halloween without it being Halloween. You step into this suit, zip. So now, us being ignorant, we see these celebrities. But the whole entire time, take that costume off, zip. What the fuck is that? Yeah, man. That shit crazy. It was crazy. They're so talented to the point to where they have no talent. They're so talented, they have no talent. Who's giving it to, I forgot Ghost Rider. Wait a minute. Who's the Ghost Rider? Come on, bro. Sorcery, warlocks, wizards. This shit is magic. Like, this whole, we see less than 0.1% of our lifestyle. That means that this whole life, you were blind to even seeing it. The only thing you heard was information. That's how sad this shit gets. So it's like, now, once we transcend this physical illusion and we become awakened, we can go right back into our higher realms of water, our own playing field. We can play in our own field of existence in peace and tranquility. But the thing is, though, once you go beyond the firmament, you're going outside of your mom and your dad and to your mom and dad again. Why? Because stars don't exist. They're nothing but consciousness enclosed inside of firmaments, literally and figuratively. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, the land of Anunnaki, all these the Titans landmark, like all these different Arctic. If you go outside the ice wall, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like One Piece as well. You'll go outside these ice walls and you'll see shit that you've never seen before. It'll blow your mind. But of course, you can't tell nobody about it, nor can you record it. Why? Because military personnel is guarding that whole area. So you will not be able to see how many people are really enslaved in this bitch. So that shit made me mad just thinking about that shit. It's the industry. This is what they're doing to our people and celebrities. All celebs go to Bohemian Grove. I absolutely must know how to acquire this knowledge. I'm gonna be honest. When you awaken your third eye, I'll say it like this. My Akashic records are open. So no matter what, I have infinite knowledge, meaning that I will learn forever. So no matter what, I can have a thought and I can overthink that thought and create more thoughts. So it's like you have to open your third eye to even understand what the fuck I'm talking about. Because it's like, it's easy. It's just that easy. Like, it's literally free. The information I'm saying it's common sense to me, but that's not common for everybody else. So that shows you that once you reach the Christ consciousness, you can, like, the Christ consciousness to me is a gift from Christ. Because that realm of thinking is like, nobody can think like this shit besides you watching this video. That's exactly why I post every day. Because to find Christ through a consciousness aspect, that shows you how dedicated you are to loving your higher self that you call God. And it's like, once you can create that mindset for yourself, you can learn. I appreciate you, Miss Danny. You can learn outside of your own enclosed or limited ego. Knowledge is power. That's the most key thing to have and know. Literally, the information is endless with the third eye being open. I ask because things like this I see, but no one else does. You're awake. All I'm going to say is, if you keep coming to these lives, I promise the Almighty God. I'm going to say it like this. My goal is to get all of us into, like, I want us to all go back home. Because this shit sucks. No matter how awake I am, I still hate this goddamn, like, nigga, I have to pay bills and taxes, bro. I got to pay for gas. Like, I hate this shit, bro. I hate waking up, working to be enslaved. Like, no, like, I want to be free forever. So what am I going to do? Learn. That's the only way I can escape hell, is by learning about hell, because I live in hell. And you do too. So therefore, we live in hell. We got to find heaven mentally. I'm new to TikTok. How do I know when you're live? I'm gonna be honest, it's sporadic. Some of y'all that know me, y'all know I go live whenever I feel like it. So I say just be ready, because when I go live, I'm gonna make sure you find something new about yourself that you never knew before. So it's random, basically. It's a random live. You know, I decided to go live just cause. But Miss Danny, I appreciate you for that. Doing fancy, I forgot. You were saying a lot of shit too. I apologize for that. I was just trying to get through the teaching. But you said some great shit too. They're enslaving our people, literally our own people, and people don't even see it. Oh, because they don't even care. People don't care. Society does not care anymore. So I have a lot about that too. It's like, man, every time y'all talk, bro, y'all give me more ideas. That's why I just be like, I was trying to ignore y'all because every time I see a comment, y'all just give me more topics to talk about. So basically, y'all give me ammo too. That's why I love and appreciate the people who actually do watch, because your comments, your questions, you give me way more ammo that I didn't even know. So once I read your question, my mind is like, oh yeah, let's get it. It's time to go to war. Time to go to war. You like chicken Alfredo? Chicken Alfredo, it depends who's cooking it, no cap. But I don't like any, but I do. Depends who's cooking it though, once again. Because I can't just eat anything. But no, I appreciate y'all, man. It's dark as fuck outside. You know, the freaks come out at night. So, I love y'all so much, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. I was awakened with a download when it started. Oh, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to make sure I stimulate your third eye. I'm going to stimulate your mind. That's my job as a divine messenger. And on top of that, I'm speaking from the future. So, currently, you may not be able to comprehend it, but once you watch the live again, you'll know what I'm talking about. Because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Peace to you, family. To all my beautiful guys, I love y'all so much, and I appreciate y'all. These niggas ain't shit. To my fellas out there, I appreciate y'all so much as well. These hoes ain't shit. Don't forget that. Can you find any information about your health if the doctor's not helping? You can. I'll say it like this, contradicted. For one, fasting cures all. Fasting cures all. I'll say it like that. Fasting, drinking water, eating healthy will cure any disease. God never gets sick. Positive energy and free. Love. Grateful I found you. I'm grateful I found y'all as well. But I'm about to go ahead and get up out of here. I'm going to edit this video. It's going to be on YouTube. More videos coming tomorrow. Y'all already know that. I love y'all so much. I make a lot tomorrow too. But I appreciate y'all. Stay safe. Always remember, stay awake, even though you are sleeping. I love you, God and Goddess.